It is the 24th of September 1939. The world is starting to be at war, and Japan is getting ready to attack the Allied holdings in Asia to liberate them from their colonial rule, such that they are then under our colonial rule, because the Greater East Asian co-prosperity sphere means that we prosper and we're great, and everybody else does the co-part. That means we're going to get into conflict with the British. And, well, the Dutch, but the Dutch there's not going to be an awful lot left from the Dutch once the Germans are sweeping through. And the Germans are already attacking Poland, which means the Polish division with the Soviets is going to happen. We currently have a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union, so we can, for now, ignore our northern border until the Germans start things off against them. And the United Kingdom is going to be busy. Well, they are already busy because they're going to be fighting the Germans right now. But we are going to start attacking British Malaya, and if my calculations are correct, this should get us into conflict with the Allies, and hopefully we will join the, whatever it's going to be, the German-British War or something of that sort, which would then allow us to also attack the British Raj, because we are set and ready to go. We have sorted out supply. We have done the impossible. We have sorted out supply in Northeast Asia. The front lines are currently relatively thinly staffed, but we're gonna move things around a little bit, and we do have the whole Second Army standing by and at the ready. Although they're currently an awful lot out of supply, so we may have to actually move them somewhere where they are a little bit better supplied than this place, because that is actually not a particularly great. Let's remove that. It's not a particularly great region for supply. Maybe we'll just move them more about here-ish. That might work a little better. But yes, we've got the Second Army ready to reinforce, and I am actually considering setting them just up here, and see. This is already supply-wise not very good here either. So we'll see how this goes, but. We've got the Second Army ready in support. We have the First Army positioned in the Siamese Empire, our puppet state, and they are ready to defend against any kind of incursion from the British Raj. We are a little bit, again, supply stressed, but there's not an awful lot we can do about this. We are ready, however, to attack the British fortification systems. And we are ready to send out a naval invasion. We have our navy. We're starting to have our navy set up. We've got our convoy, the Third Fleet taking care of the convoy escorts. The Sixth Fleet, the submarines, is getting ready to cover the Indian Ocean. And I am starting to think that I need to rename that theater, because we're no longer fighting in the Pacific at this point, but we're actually fighting in the Indian Ocean. But I might do that. I might do that at some point and just move this out into another theater, because it's getting a little confusing. We do have a homeland defense set up, and the Amagi has finished. Because I forgot to pause. The Amagi has actually finished. Our first Tosa class battleship. So we're going to get her trained up. We've got another Yunsen class scout who is probably just going to join the scout group and has to learn on the way. And we have a Shimushu class which is going to join the escort group too. We don't have time to train these up anymore because they're not also necessarily going to be fighting ships, but they're going to have to learn as they go. We do have another infantry division that can go into the colonials, and we've got 3 more divisions that can go into this army, and then we have, I think, no more divisions in training as of this point. This army actually is too large. We need to take two divisions off of that, because there are it's 26 actually, so 2 divisions into yet another army. What did I just do? No, I just turned them into an army group. That's not what I was planning to do. Oh, that's fine. We'll get that sorted out. The 5th army, 2 divisions into a That's more like it. 2 divisions into a new army. The 5th Army is currently training. We are going to give them a commander. Who do we have left here on our generals? He's an infantry officer, and he's an infantry officer. He's a brilliant strategist. So Tozisho Nishio, he's going to be running the 5th Army, and the 5th Army is actually going to go into this army group here, and then then the army group 1 is actually complete, because our field marshal can't really organize any more troops than that. Okay. We are still, how many days are we away from war with the Allies? We are still still about 2 months away from war with the Allies, so we're gonna forward time a little bit and see that we get this done. I could do more defensive, but I think at this point I'm actually going to let this run a little bit, such that we get our construction a little bit up, because we are still short on a couple of things. We're going to have to replace our infantry equipment soon. We are currently upgrading the carrier fighters to the 0, and which means we are probably going to be able to create a couple more fighter wings. This is one thing that I'm concerned about, is that the British may have more fighters. We've just got interwar carrier fighters, so they're probably not worth doing. But we've got a couple more carrier naval bombers out, actually, and we can get these into an air wing. Okay. And you need to train up, so let's get that going. Okay. Other than that, we're just going to fast forward our time a little bit. Our operatives are actually on a mission, and in December 21st they are going to be completed. The other thing I wanted to check is what's our production currently doing. Is we've got 1 on convoy. We're producing still the Yunsen scouts. We need a couple more of those, and we definitely need more of the Shimushu. So that is legit that these are happening first. The refits are starting to parallelize. So hopefully we're through with these relatively quickly, because we do have a couple more things that are in waiting. And yes, the Yamato is not going to be done anytime soon. But that's okay. We also need to build more carriers, although I am waiting actually for the 1940s tech, and then we will get to that. Meanwhile, yeah, we're waiting for 100 political power in order to send an attaché to the Germans. Yes, we could add military high command, but don't have anyone right now that I need there. Actually, a good question would be, who of my generals? No, he can't have an officer corps role quite yet. I would need someone for the military high command, but I am thinking of more going down the. I don't think I can get anything for the Air Force. This is one of these questions that I was actually curious about. This is all army, armor, commando, amphibious, combined arms. Oh no, sorry, this is just Chief of Army. Yeah, I don't think I can get anybody for Chief of Air Force out of this. So what I was more thinking is getting some of my admirals. Obviously Yamamoto can't, because he is already an advisor. The Daigov of the submarines is just the level 1 admiral, so he's not going to do anything. We do have Admiral Takagi, but he's level 3, so he doesn't also get that. We've got Admiral Koga, who is has a Chief of Navy role, so that's not helpful. We could trade out our Chief of Navy for Koga, because we currently got a naval aviation expert, and we could change him out for Koga, because Koga is potentially going to level up, although he's on the scout group, so I'm not sure how much that's going to happen. And we've got Genko Hayake. He is, yeah, he says level 2 is nothing happening as well. We do, though, have the famous Jisaburo Osawa still. And he, unfortunately, can only get Chief of Navy right now. He can't get the officer corps, the military high command role. So we will eventually get Osawa his own command, and see what we do about that. But maybe we'll move Yamamoto eventually to the. What is Yamamoto actually giving me right now? So Yamamoto, I haven't really upgraded him quite yet, because he is level 5. So is Osawa, and Osawa doesn't have the air controller, so he's not actually as good for the. I could get him in. I could split up and get him in control of the strike forces. Maybe that's not a terrible idea. Such that we currently have the first fleet, so we could take the Strike Force 1. Maybe we'll do that. We'll take the Strike Force 1 because the Strike Force doesn't have any carriers in it. We're going to get the Strike Force 1, and this is going to be a subsection. This is going to be the First Fleet we will call it Strike. Yeah, but we'll call it that for now. And then we can get Osawa on that and have him be part of the. Can I move these? So I really want them to be a little bit better organized, but I think I'll just have to live with it. Yeah, we're going to get the Strike Force 1 here, which means that the First Fleet is now going to be, where are they currently parked? They're currently parked here, so they're going to be a Strike Force. We'll just give them these 2 regions. And yes, they are on Strike Force here. I'm hesitant to send the Strike Forces out into the Straits, but we may just have to include that as well. And so then the First Fleet is currently training. So the carriers are currently training. That's why they're sitting out here, because the naval air groups are currently training until they are experienced. And it's the second one. It's the same with the carrier group 2. So these 2 are currently training up still. So Strike Force 1 is going to cover here for now. And then carrier group 1 is going to do the naval invasion support here as well, and then these 2 will join the rest. But yeah, the Second Fleet is already on scouting duty, and the Sixth Fleet is going to have to get into position once we are getting a little bit closer to conflict. Is going to get into position and do convoy raiding effectively. I'm not sure why I'm not in range, because they should all be by now. Yeah, they're all by now parked over here, so I should be in range, right? Maybe they just don't have the range to cover this area yet. We will see. But we'll deal with that when we get a little bit closer. For now, we're just waiting for the 100 political power, and we're obviously waiting for. Okay, Warsaw has fallen and Poland has capitulated. So the war tension is at 99%. Largest amount generated has been little old us, really. But the Germans are catching up and are obviously starting now also to get into naval combat with the British, which is all very exciting. So the other thing that we need, scout planes, and there's a lot more things that we need to set up once the conflict's actually starting. But we're still a couple of days away. USSR occupies eastern Poland. Yes, Poland has been divided again. Those things happen to Poland on occasion. Belgium is joining the Allies, and Germany declares war on Belgium. Perfect. So yeah, Germany is going to move relatively rapidly now through the Low Countries. Netherlands have joined. Germany has declared, and then France. The fall of France is not going to be. It's not going to be off for very much longer. We still got 65 days. Hungary has joined the Axis, and then we're ready to pounce. But until then, yeah, this is. I'm pretty sure if I'm going to declare war on Malaya, then I'm going to be at war with all the British dominions. Research finished. Okay, good. What were we researching? We're not yet in 1940, so 1940s naval text is still a little bit early. We can get started with the. Yeah, let's do that with the passive bonuses. We also. This is all still ahead of time. We could get better. Or maybe we do this one first. Kind of nice to have the naval XP to do this, but this will get our torpedo attack up because we're done up here, and the very next thing I want is the 1940 carrier hull. Maybe I'll just start it. It's this 100. It's not that far off, and I think we can just start that research because that'll also give us, I think, let's give us a better carrier engine for real. So let's get that started, such that we have two research slots in the Navy, and then once again we are just keeping an eye on our war goal against the British. Now that the Second World War has officially started, Netherlands have capitulated. That's fine, but their puppets have not yet, and we will eventually invade. Hopefully we'll be at war with these people as well automatically. But yeah, Italy is fighting in Africa, Germany is fighting in Europe, and we are about ready to start fighting in Asia. Not going to be an awful lot anymore. We've got a decision. Oh, we can do the Special Air Landing Forces, right. Now, this is something we need to... Yeah, I do want the attaché first, so we're not doing that yet. I do want the attaché first, but let's keep that in mind that this is something that we can do. And our operative is done in Singapore. Okay, United Fighter Development is done, which means we can start researching down some of the fighter trees. But the first thing we need to do. We could get more special forces, research for light cruisers and heavy cruisers. This gives us torpedo screen penetration, and this gives us torpedo cruisers. We could also get a research bonus for destroyers. We could do the army expansion as well, which gives us, which opens up a couple of things. This gives us some research bonuses, really. We can get, this would actually be kind of nice. This will grant division recovery rate, attack and defense. Yeah, this is actually really nice. So this requires army expansion. So this would not be a terrible, and it would unlock the bicycle battalions, which is something we want to do as well at some point. We're not yet dealing with the Philippines, so I'm inclined to leave them out. What else do we have over here in the naval tree? Well, there's not much naval stuff around here anymore. We could get the range focus, which gives us another designer, which I don't need because I already have the designer. This gives us a research bonus for CAS and tactical bombers. That would be nice. Maybe we'll just get that done, such that we can get the the 1940s tactical bombers researched more quickly. Let's get that done. Okay, so that's on the way. We're almost ready to send our attaché to Germany, and the war goal against these guys is 40 days off, which means we can start. We can actually start also battle planning our offensive here. So we are going to give. Okay, we're going to give all these. No, that's not where I want you to send to go. We're going to get. We're going to push from here and cut off the whole of this whole region here. So let's see if we can make that sort of push with these 9 divisions. Meanwhile, the First Army is going to push from this area here, and then the which one is it? Third Army is also going to push from over here. Nope. Can we get a? Okay, it's not Third Army. Can I select which? Can I select which front? Just cycle connections. Offensive line. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to give these fronts offensive lines, or at least I haven't figured out how to do it. No. Okay. Anyway, this is fine. We'll leave that as is for now. And yes, we are getting very, very close to being at war, which is very exciting. Which means we can probably get the air wings up already. So everybody stop training if you're still training. This airport is actually a huge boon as well from conquering Nepal, because that means we have a lot of. We're going to go for air superiorly close air support with all these units here, and that covers most of India actually already from the tactical bombers. Let's see. We've got that's a fighter wing. So yeah, actually, no, we're not yet going to start that because that'll just consume fuel. So let's not do that. But let's just assign them already. So the fighter wing is assigned to Southeast Asia. We've got a close air support wing here, which doesn't have range really. So we may just, I mean, we'll assign it here. But to the Southeast Asian air zone, actually to this one maybe, that should work. Then we've got a naval bomber wing on the Bay of Bengal here. Okay, these guys are exercising, and these guys are tactical bomber wings. So these two bomber wings need to support in Malaya, and you need to. You're almost done, so I will let you finish exercising. How are these all doing? This looks good. This looks decent. This starts looking decent as well. So we're almost ready. We will have to start moving our carrier groups into position. How far are we off? We are 40 days off. So I'm thinking of already getting the 6th Fleet positioned. And see if I can assign these regions here. That would be sort of the area where I want to convoy raid. Let's see if that works. Because this is, I think all of these, this is deep ocean. This is out of naval range actually, most of it. This is unfortunate. Why are we not able to, is it, I mean, we should have a port here, right? Yeah, it's a bit far, I guess. Well, we'll also add the... no, don't move there. Convoy raiding. Add region. Okay. So these guys are convoy raiding. We'll see how well it works. This is all set up. The 2nd Fleet is set up. We've got another Shimushu, so we can send him over there. And that is that. Yeah, okay. Navy is all set up. All right, let's keep going. Did we forget anything? There's a lot of things to keep in mind. We're still 30 days off, so... Okay, the Type 100 has been researched. And the separate fire mains has been researched for better damage control. Damage control, the Japanese have traditionally not been particularly good at. So we'll try to alleviate that problem. We are going to need. We're going to need to start researching air, because, like I said, scout planes is something that I'm completely missing. So this needs to happen. And we still have a second one open. Yeah, we can start with the improved computing machine, just for the technology bonuses. Because here, everything else here is pretty much on the way. So let's start that already. And yes, we need to start building better rifles. So that'll obviously give us a big drop, but because we have the dispersed industry, it shouldn't be that bad. So yes, we've got a lot of upgrading to do. Let me put it that way. But we may actually, we need to change out the artillery as well. So yes, we have dropped in our efficiency, but it's not as bad as it could have been. And in general, it's all pretty well organized. Okay, our fuel is depleting once again. Belgium has capitulated. Yeah, the Germans are busy. Oh, we're over 100 actually. We can send the attaché. Yes, let's do that. German Reich, send an attaché. Send. This will give us A, better insight, and B. So we should get a better, yeah, we get a better idea of where the Germans are fighting right now. New Zealand is protesting. Oh, will you be quiet? Luxembourg is going to be overrun, and yes, we are sending the attaché because this will actually give us 15% of their military experience, and also naval and air experience. So I'm hoping to get a lot of XP out of that. Yeah, our convoy efficiency is still relatively low because we are still in the process of refitting things. Why are we not building any trains? I might have accidentally pulled a military factory off that. Let's get that sorted. Where did that go now? Okay, now we're good. Yeah. So we need more fighters, and we need more naval bombers, and we need more tactical bombers. Oh, we've got 150 tactical bombers in reserve. Good. We can build up another tactical bomber wing. Where do we have space actually to build another one? Let's see if we still have. Yeah, we can still put another. I can still put another tactical bomber wing up. Now, I'm not using the interwar bombers anymore because they're not that great, honestly. And you need to exercise, so that's that. All right, Luxembourg has capitulated. Oh yeah, let's actually watch, while we're waiting, let's watch the war in Europe unfold, really. And yeah, the Germans are almost in Paris. There's not an awful lot that the British and the French are going to have to, are having to do about that. There are a couple of naval battles, but we don't have enough intel to actually find out what's going on there. But things should stabilize in Europe somewhat. And okay, artillery is done. So let's get the air research underway, because I do want the Bettys, the better naval bombers. Definitely, but I also do want the better tactical bombers because we are using tactical bombers quite a lot. But yeah, let's give our carriers an edge, and actually, do we want to get that research done? We also have to research the radar. Yeah, okay, let's get that out of the way because that is something that's been sitting there, and then we still need to change our radar, but we're not for the scouts, but we're not going to refit them anymore. So we've got that sorted, and yeah, we're just observing the Germans smashing through the French lines here after they've successfully bypassed the Maginot Line. There's not an awful lot that the French have to put up in terms of resistance, so this should not last all that long. And then we can do the demand into China focus as well, which should give us another couple dockyards maybe, and another colony that we can work with. Okay, the Germans are almost in Paris. French are furiously defending, but yeah, really, realistically, they don't stand a chance. And Finland accepts Soviet demands. Interesting. So there's no war with Finland. And Paris has fallen. Yeah, Paris has fallen. German Reich is unstoppable, and so are we. Honestly, once we get started, really. And we are almost at 50 when we can get another operative. How's our mission going? Oh, it's still up to 21st of December, but we should be able to have the naval infiltration. Yeah, the British are improving their cryptology again. It's really annoying. We can't get the cipher. What do we know about the British at this point? Because we are almost at the time that we want to get into a war with the British. Yeah, it's about 2 days off. Okay, let's slow this right down and have a very quick look at what we know about the British at this point. We have not a lot of army intel, but we have some decent navy intel by now. But we know that they have 6 fleets, and they have somewhere between 200 and 300 ships. That is a lot of ships. See, we can do something about that. And Dudley Pound is in their military high command, and Henry Howard is there. So, yep, the British are dangerous. Okay, given that we are now pretty much at war with the British, or at least with Malaya in a second, let's get the missions up. So we want these to be air superiority, CAS, and naval strikes. Except you train. Okay, because you're green. These guys up north here are going to, what do I have here actually? Close air support, some fighters, and some more close air support. So you are air superiority and close air support over that region. And I think at this point we need to stop the air exercises and get the first fleet, actually get Yamamoto's first fleet on strike force duty. Actually on naval invasion support. And in the South China Sea. Okay, so that's that. And you, how is your air group looking? This is not too terrible. Okay, so the carrier group 2, which is still, I'm not going to risk carrier group 2 just yet because it is still too small. It only I'm going to move carrier group 2 back into the do they have a mission? No, you don't do naval invasion support, you just move to location. I'm going to get carrier group 2 back because it's just not powerful enough. You do naval invasion support for now, and that should be sufficient to once the war kicks off to trigger everything. So let's do that. Okay. Yep. All the troops are in position, and I don't think they don't seem to have an awful lot here. So let's see how this ends up once the war goal is available. Let's make that happen quickly. It's one more day, and then yep, justification is finished. Okay, so we are now going to declare war on British Malaya. Send, and now we are at war in the German-British War, like I assumed, yes. Which means we are now, we're not going to call in any of our allies, but we are now officially at war, ladies and gentlemen. And the British have absolutely nothing here. This surprises me. So they have built these fortification lines, but they're not defending them. Which means I can actually, so in case you forgot, the Yamashita here has the Fortress Buster skill, which allows him to deal with fortifications relatively effectively. But we're just literally going to encircle. Why can I not move? Why can I not move my troops? Attack? What's happening? Okay, I would like you to move over there. Why? I am at war with them, right? Why can I not move my troops? Is it because I haven't called Siam into the war? That may be why. Okay, can we attack in India then? Let's see if that works. Why can we not attack? This is India, right? Are we not at war with the British Raj? Yes, we are at war with the British Raj. Why can I not attack the British Raj? This is mildly confusing. Okay. Can I kick off the naval invasions then? Did I just mess something up? Okay, so what do we got? Fourth Army. Fourth Army, activate the invasion plan. And yeah, we've got the convoy raiding. Convoy raiding is ongoing. And yes, it looks like it should be looking. Okay, so these guys are on the move, right? Yes. Okay, so that works at least. Why can I not attack the British? Why can I not attack British Malaya from here? It must be because I haven't called the Siamese Empire. Okay, we're gonna call the Siamese Empire in, and can I move now? Yes, I can. Okay, we're at war with France as well, and that's fine. France is well, there isn't an awful lot of France here, but we can. I don't know if there's anything. I don't even worry about it. I haven't even set up any troops of it. Why is this France? Haven't the Germans... Oh, the fall of Paris. France hasn't officially been defeated yet. That's why. Okay, I was wondering. All right, so now we can do this. Can we now move into India? No, we can't move into India. Why can we not move into India? We are at war with the British Raj, right? British Raj, yes. So we are at war. Oh, they haven't called the British Raj in. That's why. Oh, the sneaky buggers. They haven't actually called the British Raj into the war. But we can just declare war on them, right? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now we're at war with the British Raj. There we go. See, this is how easy that goes. Okay, now we can send our troops, and we do need to capture some. We do need to capture some points. So let's get that all organized. All right. So we are going to, first of all, check where the supply lines are, because we're going to need to connect these. There's a supply hub here and here, but we do have our own supply hub here, so this should work. So, but the first thing is we're going to send these troops down this way, and we'll see if we run into any opposition. Honestly. For now, we'll just push them. There are some. We might have to stop our advance at some point, because as you can see, there are some troops here. But we will take the provinces for now and get that. I don't know if there's anything here defending Delhi, honestly. So for now, we'll just push up to the river and see if we can get across into the capital. And everybody else, yeah, push along the river lines of the northern region here, and see that we can get. Once again, where are the supply points? There's one here. So we'll just start pushing for that supply point. And if there's nobody else, we will actually cut through south to this port. So let's see if that works out. You can help here. No. Yeah, you can help here with the supply point, and as well go south. And you can go through here as well, and then head towards that supply point. I am managing my troops pretty manually. If you're not used to this, kind of play style just yet, sorry for that if that triggers you in any way. But there's no supply here. This is going to be an issue. We're going to be completely out of supply. Let's see if we can shorten this front here. Just sending these guys down south. And see if we can capture that supply hub. Yeah, we definitely want to get to that railway line there. And then once we have a port, we can also see if we can get that connected. Very few troops here. We're just going to move towards. Honestly, we're just going to move towards Singapore and see what happens. Yeah, we'll get these encircled and wrapped up. So we probably don't need 2 units here either. Yeah, I might have overestimated the amount of troops that the British were provisioning here. No, not this way. So you go through here, capture their unguarded forts, and then move over to Kuala Lumpur. Okay, the naval invasion is on the way. There are troop ships. The Air Force is in the air, and we will have to keep an eye out for for these regions and see what see what's going on there. There are definitely ships in the area, so hopefully our submarines can make themselves useful. All right. And I think that's everything on the move. I'm still I'm holding the second army in reserve here at the moment. What we can actually do is and I've completely forgot about that. I forgot about Hong Kong, but they don't seem to be defending Hong Kong. So am I at war with Portugal? I don't appear to be. So maybe we'll just get this defense unit and just take Hong Kong from them, because they don't seem to be defending it right now. And I'm going to send one unit out of the second army to just take that province from the French. And then that's all underway. Okay. And this is all just defensive troops. And we will see how this all turns out. I'm wondering if we're going to start seeing Indian troops anywhere. But so far, there isn't an awful lot, really, if I'm going to be honest. We do have 50 political power, so let's become the spy master. That's that out of the way, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get another operative out of that. It doesn't look like, but maybe if we conquer more things. So Canada is now our enemy. This is. We do need to keep a bit of an eye on the Pacific, but so far I don't think Canada has the range to get over here. The only ones who have range are the Americans, and the Americans are nowhere here. So we are okay. So these guys are now surrounded. So we're going to take these guys out, and you can literally just move down south towards Singapore. Doesn't look like the British had an awful lot here to begin with. So let's move. Let's move effectively. I am literally just going to get the first army here just to start moving, because I don't see any defensive troops, so I don't see why we shouldn't just start moving. How did this work? Shift click, so shift click, and then this order. So execute, because there's nobody here, so we can literally just get them to start moving along their battle plan lines. And yeah, our naval invasion is underway. Where are they right now? Yep, there's their troop ships. So that's happening. We do have a naval battle. Okay, we do have a naval battle. First naval battle. It looks like our submarines have encountered a Dutch convoy. Okay, yes, because we're at war with the Dutch as well now. So we have encountered a Dutch convoy, and they are currently they're not detected, but they're currently chasing. These guys are trying to disengage, but it looks like they have taken a couple of torpedo hits. This is exciting, so let's just keep watching that for now. It looks like they have taken a couple of torpedo hits, because one of them is at 17.9%, and this freighter is probably gonna go down once my submarines are able to catch them. But yeah, this would be the first catch of the day, really. If they can get another torpedo hit in on these guys. Okay, hang on. Something New Zealand. Okay, we're now at war with New Zealand as well. This means we're actually going to be in trouble with Australia too. I might get the 6th Fleet. What is this looking like here? Terrain. This is just regular ocean, so I might extend the area of the 6th Fleet. 6th Fleet to include the Timor Sea, just in case anything pops up there. And what is that? Non-aggression pact. Yes, German Reich. Yes, absolutely. We're for now we're on your side. We are severely running out of fuel once more, but hopefully that'll be a thing of the past relatively soon once these naval landings have happened, and we should be okay. Where was my naval battle? There it is. So we're still chasing after these transports. It looks like we've sunk one. Non-aggression from the Italians. Yes, we have sunk. This one is still intact. This one is trying to disengage, but has taken a torpedo. It looks like we've sunken one. Oh, this one's taken another hit. Oh, another naval battle. And once again, we are engaging a convoy. British convoy this time around. So let's see if they manage to escape. France has capitulated. Great news! Does that mean that this bit of France is not France? No, it is France. This is Free France. Perfect. So we can actually go and occupy it. We're taking Hong Kong there. And we should be... This is Vichy France. This is difficult. Vichy France. Not Vichy France. But that means we can demand we can do the decision. Where is it? Demand 75. So we're going to get 75, and then we're going to demand this bit here. We have encountered some resistance up here, but it looks scattered and light. There's some resistance over here as well, but we should be having some air force in the region. How's the air regions looking like? We don't have anything over eastern India, so I may actually divert two of my attack bomber wings over to eastern India just to make sure that they have coverage as well. No British planes in the air at all anywhere here. How about Singapore? Because that was sort of my worry. No, it looks like there are no British planes in the sky anywhere. We have who is covering that area? We've got naval bomber. We've still got naval bombers. You're standing by. Just do what you can in here. And these are attack bombers as well, so they can help over in Borneo. This is a little bit far, but hopefully we're going to get the ports there relatively soon. So that's that British Malayan brigade here is getting wiped out, and we are still in combat with these freighters. I think. I think the Dutch have brought in a screening group. Yes, so they've brought in some destroyers and another destroyer. So it's just destroyers, but yeah, they have brought in some destroyers. So they're definitely Dutch ships operating over here, which means we may need. And there's another naval battle going on. Oh no, this is just for the whole region in general, right? One combat in the area, yes. We may need some ships out here to help out. I think once we've captured Singapore, then we'll deal with the Dutch Navy there. We are running low on fuel though. That's not good. We're going to trade a bit more fuel from the Soviets. Let's double that for now until we have our own fuel reserves. So these submarines are still engaging these convoys, and I think these convoys will be done for soon. Here the submarines obviously need to get away, but they haven't been spotted, so we should be okay to disengage here. And yeah, one of these convoys has taken a torpedo. Oh, another one, South China Sea. We are engaging. Okay, it's more convoys. I'm not going to be looking at every single convoy battle here. We are now enemies with South Africa. Okay, not something I'm particularly keen on right now, but yeah, I'm not going to start looking at every single convoy battle. This one's received a critical hit from a torpedo, so I think this one's going to be done for. Hopefully our submarines can disengage, and we need to keep fall of Hong Kong. Yes, and Rudolf Hess has made his way to the British. Traitor. Okay, we've taken Hong Kong. Which means that this looks now much better. We do need to include that in the in the port defense though. Yeah, so that gets included. And yes, we may need... I am going to train up a couple more of... Oh, I can train more naval troops. How many more can I train? Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay, perfect. We got some more naval troops that we can train, and I'm going to get myself a couple more of these as well. Just like 10 or so. No, that's the wrong button, Terry. Not that button, this button. Okay. And these are going to go into the area defense immediately. But yeah, it looks like we're going to get some more naval troops in and some more marines. That is going to be useful. Okay, the Indians are starting to resist in places. What has happened here? Yeah, this all looks good. I think we are still pushing ahead from these orders. And yeah, they don't seem to have an awful lot of troops here. So it looks like we'll be able to wipe out British Malaya relatively quickly. The naval invasion is happening, but it looks like... Okay, no, this is a... these are our submarines, and they have encountered... oh, this is the... Yeah, this is this Dutch unit again. Do we have somebody on strike force for the South China Sea? Where is the First Fleet? Yeah, they're intercepting they're out intercepting. Perfect. So we might be able to catch these destroyers, and then deal them a killing blow. Okay, this is still ongoing convoy battle here. Yeah, this is going to be slow going for a while because we'll just literally have so many things that we can do here. Yeah, we're wrapping up. They have very little resistance, which is surprising me somewhat. Now we're starting to see some troops here, but not an awful lot. We do have to be careful with our supply situation, obviously. Okay, we've got the first naval result. Yes, we have sunk three British supply convoys, 3 Dutch supply convoys with torpedoes. Our first submarine victory. And how does this look like? The submarines are disengaging. These are... Oh, this is the... Is this the... No, these are attack submarines, right? Yes, I think these are attack submarines. But they're being chased by the Dutch destroyer group. And hopefully there's definitely some naval battle going on here. Hopefully the... either the naval invasion support force, no, that's still up there north, but hopefully the strike force is able to, may be able to intercept them, but they might be getting away before we can catch them. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, we are starting to hit more to hit resistance here, so we probably wanna stop that attack at this point. And just let's see if we can get across the river there, but we're going to need to start consolidating this front line here, and probably move up there and wait for Burma to fall, because all these troops. Okay, all these troops. There seems to be nothing much here. There are some troops down south, so let's see how far we can push. Okay, we're now at war with Australia. Yeah, that happens. Let's see if we can just cut them off here and then take the ports there. Let's see how that goes. We do need to keep an eye on our supply situation. We have captured a supply hub, but that's obviously not connected to anything. So we may have to... I mean, this supply area isn't going to do an awful lot either. We might connect it up north here at some point, but I think at this point, given that there's no resistance here, I'm not going to bother doing an awful lot more than that. And we are just pushing into the British Raj as quickly as we possibly can. I am tempted to call in the Second Army at this point, and because it's going extremely smoothly. How's the supply situation up north here? Let's call them in. So let's get the Second Army. Let's give them a front line, so we can do a concentrated push here. Let's give them a front line along this area. and I want them to literally conquer conquer the everything. And we get them assigned. That is the that's the second army, which means we can remove that fallback line that they were sitting on. Second army, delete that line. Okay, how's our air situation? Has any no British planes have shown up? They must be all busy in Europe at this point, which is excellent. So this means we should be able to do this. Our submarines are still trying to disengage. The destroyers haven't found them yet. But I'm not sure if my Strike Force, if Strike Force 1 is going to reach them in time, and we're going to get our first actual naval battle. Here, no, this is a different destroyer group actually. So they have several destroyer groups in the region here, and we are still chasing some convoys away. And here we are engaged also from. So there's that's one destroyer group. That is that's an Australian destroyer group as well. Okay, so the Australians are busy here in this region. We have another colonial troop, so we can go over there. These guys literally can just exercise because they have nothing else to do at this point. Okay, we are still pushing along the front here, and with the support of the Air Force. But what I would like to watch right now is to see if our Strike Force is going to be able to make it there in time to catch these destroyers here, because that would be our first victory really. They are still underway. There are some. I think they might be able to. Join the fight. The Battle of the South China Sea. Our submarines are still undetected, so they are disengaging at this point. But let's see if we can make it in time. Okay, one of the convoys has been sunk. Perfect. There we go. So which one was that? That is the Strike Force 1 under Ozawa actually. Is starting to engage these 6 destroyers. Now, if we're looking at the relative firepower between these two forces, it is going to be a very, very brief fight, I would assume. But let's see how that goes, and we will observe if we're going to get any hits in. These guys are probably going to try and run. They haven't engaged yet, so they're just in. There they go. Now they're engaging. And now these guys are probably going to try and retreat, but they're trying to disengage. They're all trying to run now, but let's hope that our fleet gets itself organized, our Strike Force gets itself organized, and we can get some ships sunk here, because that would be great. They are taking hits already, so Osawa's force is. The light guns from the screening force. So this is the light cruisers and the destroyers are already landing hits here. Let's pause that. Okay, so the submarines are disengaging. That's just a convoy raider. Okay, there is there's a lot of naval combat going on right now. I don't want to miss anything, but for now we're just going to observe this battle here and see what we can do against these destroyers. They are trying to disengage. That's already 1 sunk. That's 2 destroyers down, and they are sinking extremely quickly. So I don't think Osawa's Strike Force has any problems dealing with that little destroyer force here. And that escort group is not going to last an awful lot longer. There's still 2 left that haven't been sunk, but one of them's already taken a critical hit, and I think they are very, very quickly going to be dispatched. Yep, that's 5 destroyers done, and should be one more. He's trying to run away, but that's the end of that. Okay. Pause that again and deal with everything. No, you don't get to join the war. No, Hungary, yes, I'm okay with that. You don't get to join the war either. So we've got the naval battle result here, and who has done the honors? the Kirishima has sunk 2 destroyers. Mutsu has sunk 1. The Shikinami, which is a destroyer, has actually sunk an enemy destroyer. And the Ise has sunk a convoy, and Yuga has managed to sink a convoy as well. One of our cruisers has managed to sink the destroyer. Another convoy was taken out by the submarines, and the rest have participated. We have taken very slight damage to some of our destroyers, but it's nothing major, and they have lost 6 destroyers and 3 convoys in this combat. Nice. Okay, what else is going on here? Three convoys that we've sunk, and we're chasing another 3 convoys here. So our submarines are doing their level best. They're still being chased here, though. So once we have, our submarines are one submarine's got spotted. It received 2 critical hits. That's not good. So the I-57 is under heavy attack by these Dutch destroyers. But that's not a region that we're currently covering, I think, because it's a little far from the naval bases that we have right now. There will be some losses, but that is expected. Okay, we're literally wrapping up Singapore at this point, and our naval invasion is starting, and there's not going to be an awful lot left of the British colonies if that continues. Just take that out since you're at it. There's no reason not to. You take these out. No. Take these 3, and everybody else just move up to Singapore, and then that's that. We have managed to sink 2 Australian convoys. I don't know if these are troop convoys or supply convoys, but it's happening. Our submarines are definitely engaging and making their and doing their job here. Okay, we might need to start consolidating this front a little bit, because I think I'm going to keep pushing here, but I'm going to keep pushing to Delhi, just because there is literally no reason not to, and we'll see if we can get these troops here destroyed. But other than that, we're not really taking any. We're not really having anything, but we are stretching obviously at this point. So we do need to wait for. Actually, these guys have stabilized their front line, so they're going to get a new offensive line, and we'll see if we can push all the way up to here. And then we are going to activate that. So was it shift click and then that order? Yeah. Okay. Go. Keep pushing. There's literally nobody here to defend. And there's another battle. That's just a convoy. Yeah, it's a convoy that we're hunting down. That's how is our operation going? Our operation is completed. So we have done the naval infiltration. What can we do against the British then? We need to rebuild the intel network, yes, because they get burnt after that. So we're going to rebuild the intel network in London, and you can. Do I have any resistance that needs rooting out since I'm at it? Yeah, maybe just here, just to prevent anybody from becoming uppity. Do we know anything else about? Do we know a bit more since we've infiltrated the British Navy? Do we have better intel on their navy? Yes, we do. So we know a bit more what they have. They've got 2 Renowned class battlecruisers. They've got 1 Admiral class battlecruiser. That's probably HMS Hood. They've got 4 to 6 Queen Elizabeth, 4 to 6 Revenge, 2 Nelsons. They have 3 Courageous class carriers. These, I think, are converted hulls. The same with the Eagle, and they've got the Hermes here. So they don't have modern carriers. They do have a crazy amount of destroyers, but they're all relatively outdated. There's not very much in terms of modern tech here. They've got a couple county class cruisers. These things are probably relatively. Oh, these are heavy cruisers. No, sorry, never mind. They got some town class light cruisers. These are probably not terrible. but most of it is relatively outdated as well. 3 to 5 of the more modern submarines. The rest of the submarine fleet is not the newest either. Yeah, I think I'm a lot less concerned about the British Navy at this point, because we haven't seen an awful lot of it other than destroyers. And we're currently just hunting down their convoys. Can we actually see? Can we see? Yes, we should be. Equipment details? No. Right. So we have we've currently we have lost one submarine. That was an interwar submarine, but we have we've sunk six more modern destroyers and 11 convoys for that. So I would say the naval war is going well so far. What we're running out of is fuel again. How's my naval invasion going here? Can I get some fuel anytime soon? I've got 4 days worth of fuel left. Let's see if we can get the Air Force a little bit reoriented, because do we have a closer airport? Have we captured an airport? No, but we will capture an airport here in a second once we're actually hitting Delhi. So I think we will be able to do something about it. Still no planes in the air, no enemy planes in the air by the looks of it. So this is all completely uncontested. We've got some fighters over Southeast Asia. I don't understand why. I think I'm just going to stop air superiority mission, because there's no reason for you to do that. And you guys are not going to have range anyway. So we're going to switch you over to do naval strikes if you can. So you're close air support, so dive bombers. Can I get him to... Oh, he doesn't have a range anyway. Okay, so I will not do anything. So you'll just sit there. This one's exercising, so this is all good. And we are still trying to land. Yeah, we're running out of fuel. That's what it was. I need to trade more fuel from the Soviets for now. Give them one more factory. Yes, I know. I just need just for a little bit longer until we have managed to land our naval invasions here. And I think we're almost there. This is just another convoy. Can we actually see? Can we see what kind of convoy that is? Oh, these are troop convoys. Oh, we're sinking troop convoys because they're moving troops around. These are freight convoys. The Dutch destroyers are a little bit annoying. These are troop convoys as well. So these are Dutch troop convoys trying to move their forces around. So that is not going to last an awful lot longer, my friends, and my submarines have anything to say about that. Okay, rest of the gang is just underway, and we are fighting a battle here. You can support that. We're just pushing them out. We'll see if we can push them out see if we can push them all the way to Delhi. But I want to make sure that we. No, sorry, that's Delhi over there. See if we can push them out there. But yes, everybody else is moving ahead as planned, and the Indian troops are not having an awful lot of resistance that they can muster. We've got a unit here. Try to move south to Calcutta. Let's see if that works. And then the rest of the troops can join up there as well. Where's the second army? The second army is slowly moving into position. Okay. What's going on here? So we've got we're still just attacking convoys. That's convoys, and that's convoys. Okay, so nothing spectacular happening here yet. We are attacking convoys and Bay of Bengal. Okay, what's this? Dutch troop convoys. Okay, our submarines are, as you can see, firing torpedoes at the Dutch troop convoys. This is, by the way, pretty useful if we can manage to get there. I don't know where these troops are coming from. Presumably either from the Netherlands. We've got a convoy radar. Yes, we've sunk a convoy. Done. They're either coming from the Netherlands, got here, or they're trying to ship troops. But Germany has taken the Netherlands, right? Yes, they have. So I'm not sure where these troops are actually, where these troops are going to or coming from. But yeah, not entirely certain. But it looks like Singapore is undefended. The British have literally not had anybody here defending. I mean, you know that I've been attacking, right? I've been telling you about it. So yeah, we've taken Singapore. And that means, oh, there are some troops here. Okay, let's wipe these out quickly. And then everybody else can move up to the northern fronts. I am going to start using my colonial force here as area defense, just for the ports. And we're going to get you to defend this area. And this area once I own it, and that area as well, because that's all going to be mine too, not that one. Okay, so these guys can occupy themselves. How's the war looking up here? We are still mobile. We can get across the river here. We are going to stay here and defend, because the British are definitely starting to move. The Indians are starting to move troops up. Let's see if we can get out here. This is purely defensive, so yeah, you're just gonna stay there, honestly. We are about to capture Delhi, and we don't seem to be encountering an awful lot of resistance up north here. So maybe we'll just hang on. No, just one of you. Just you go here and then here. And then just move all the way down south. I don't know if they have any more troops here. Supply doesn't look... There are a couple of troops here that we might be able to cut off, so maybe just try to join them over there in Delhi. And these two move here, 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 and then here, and here, and then up north. Okay, so that should cut that off. I am waiting for the... for the Second Army to arrive to help out, just covering the area. And I think these guys are mostly done here as well. You can quickly capture that. Yeah, just cut through here. Just cut through to the coast and just capture the area. Okay, we have more naval combat. That's troop convoys that my submarines are engaging, and that is troop convoys my submarines are engaging. Convoy radar battle done. That's 3 convoys down. And here, oh, we have... So they have sunk another submarine. We have sunk a convoy. But these Dutch destroyers have been relatively annoying. They have sunk another submarine. Now that we have control over Singapore, we can get Strike Force 1 moving over here. So Strike Force 1, you move over there. Into the port of Singapore. Or do we have a port? Oh, we have the Kuala Lumpur port. That might actually even be better. So we get them over to Kuala Lumpur, and include these areas. I'm not sure if they can get through there, but we are going to cover whatever we can cover with that strike force and see if we can get these Dutch destroyers wiped out. My naval landing has succeeded. This one seems defended. So, oh no, I think they already won that battle. Okay, so we have... we can now send the rest of the 4th Army in and just get them assigned here. Obviously, except for these 3, because these 3 are supposed to go here. Assigned to that neighbor. No, what are you doing? No. Oh, I think I made a mistake. These 3 are supposed to be on that invasion order. So go invade. Don't stop now. Did I just accidentally pull them off that? No, I've got 3 divisions on that order. So they should not be going there. They should be going here. This is unfortunate, but no, never mind. some slight misunderstandings here from our field commanders. We're just going to start fanning out and capturing things. You go and capture things inland, and you just go capture things along the coastline. And we're going to give this an attack order. Just attack everything. And once the rest of the army has gone down there, then we can literally just get this whole area sorted out, and then we can stop trading with the Soviets, because there's no more need for trade with the Soviets. Okay, I've got 3 units going here, and we have sunk some more convoys. That is good. How is our situation looking like? We have so far lost 421 brave troops. We've killed 5,000 British. 19,000 in British Malaya. Yeah, it adds up, doesn't it? Okay, so definitely participating here. What is that looking like up north here? We are running into some resistance from the Indian troops, but I wouldn't call it organized at this point. But we are stretching our front lines quite a bit here. So British Malaya has capitulated. Giving us 93 guns. Great news. Okay, so that was easy. Why am I not owning this then? I should be owning this, right? Right? British Malaya? This is British Malaya? Is it? I mean, should be. Oh, that's a problem. The United States joined the United Kingdom. Are we at war with the Americans now? We are at war with the Americans now. Why are the Americans joining the UK already in 1939? Well then, that's a bit of a problem, is it? Because that is a thing. Okay, we're hitting troop convoys here. I was not expecting that. I was very much not expecting that to happen. I'm gonna have to be honest with you. And I think on that bombshell, I'm going to end the episode, because we are going to have to reevaluate our naval strategy very, very quickly. Because first of all, so the first order of business is we're going to have to take out the Philippines, because there's an American naval base over here. So we're going to probably redesignate, we're going to invade the Philippines next. Are we at war with the Philippines? Yes, we are. So, no, we're not. Oh, they haven't been called into the war yet. But this looks... I don't see... Ooh, would they be called into the war by the British? What are they looking like right now? Do they have anything that prevents them from doing that? Neutrality Act. They still have the Neutrality Act up, but I don't think that's actually preventing them from joining. They are currently, they've got Lend-Lease is in the Allies faction, so I think the British are probably going to call them in. Now I hope that the Americans don't have range. The problem is there are obviously American possessions, like, you know, certain islands over here. This is not something I've been counting on. I have not expected the Americans to jump in the war in 1939. I thought they wouldn't have been ready yet. So yes, we are going to have to relocate a lot of things and quickly wrap up our Southeast Asian possessions, and then probably we're going to have to invade the Philippines. We're going to have to invade Australia and New Zealand as well, and just to deny them any kind of things, and we may have to set ourselves up for striking Hawaii. Now, I wasn't planning to be at war with the Americans just yet. That is certainly not something I was ready for or planning on, so this could get rather interesting. Well, challenge accepted, I'd say. We've got a couple of destroyers. A destroyer, and we've got another scout submarine. So that can just exercise for now, all I care. That is the Yunsen, yeah, she's just going to exercise. Yes, yeah, we are going to be in a very interesting situation. It's not even 1940 yet, and the Americans have joined the war. Well then, okay, well, let's see how that plays out. The Germans haven't attacked the Soviets yet, but the Germans are in control of the continent, are probably going to attack Northern Europe next. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing this just yet. But why are we having a naval combat in the North Sea? Oh, it's because these are... Why are we having convoys in the... What? Why are we having convoys in the North Sea? Are these convoys that are shipping fuel from the Soviets? Are you literally telling me they're sailing this way around? Why are you not just from here? Okay. Yeah, I'm not having my destroyers positioned in the North Sea, and I'm getting hit by Dutch submarines. That is a bit of an issue, really. Yeah. Okay. No, not to worry too much, because we're in the process of capturing Borneo anyway. Even though I messed up this part here, because now these guys are going somewhere else. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get Asia sorted out, and then the oil is not an issue anymore once we have these resource areas sorted, and then we also have the naval bases here to cover these areas, and we don't need to deal with the more core areas either. But we are gonna need ships, a lot more ships, and pronto, because yeah, we're at war with America. Anyway, that's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time. Exciting times and unexpected things. Bye bye.